and welcome to my video today where I am going to be showing you how to create a bit of a fun spice look for Halloween on the eyes. So I have already prepped my face and ready to go. So I have used the Bare Minerals. The reason why I'm using this at the moment is purely because my skin has been going through such a change. Mineral based, it eliminates obviously any damage to the skin and allows the skin to still breathe. Fortunately, it's times of stress and seasonal change that we can all have these kind of problems, and also when we are using masks and stuff. So I'm going to start by actually just kind of contouring the eye area. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush from Morphe. Use a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Start and Glow, and I'm going to use this just to kind of contour the eye area. Now, like I said, I have prepped my skin. I've used the foundation and I've used a little bit of concealer, and I have popped on already some of the, and it kind of looks like skin tone. So I've already applied a little bit of that, and I am literally just going to go and follow the contour area of the eye. To the eye, so that we have got a little bit of a base. I always find it hilarious, the faces that you make when you do a makeup tutorial. I mean, the people that make it look so easy and professional, hats off to you. Next, I'm gonna go in with Naked palette from Urban Decay, which is the Heat palette, and I'm actually going to go in with kind of this colour here and this colour, so Low Blow and He Devil, and I think the two combined will just give me a really nice kind of orangey tone. Put Low Blow on first, just a little bit more darker than the shade that I've already used. I'm going to go in with my fluffy brush. Dragging it out to the sides a little bit so that we got lifted kind of shape. Change my brush. I'm going to use more of a flat brush, which is, and I'm actually going to press this on more. So I'm just going to press it into that crease area and just out a little bit. Doesn't have to be really neat because you're going to use the fluffing brush, which is the Morphe brush again, and you're just going to, again, we just want to kind of pull that out a little bit. Concentrating on the lower area of the eye, so we don't want to go too far up because I have got an almond shaped eye that actually needs to be kind of lifted and extended a little bit, and I don't have a huge amount of eyelid space. I have a fair bit, but not, some people have a huge amount, so they can really take colour up higher up the eye. Look now where we can see the colour building. Use the flat bit of the brush again. I'm just going to come underneath, so just bring in that product underneath the eye. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the He Devil, again with the flat brush, and I'm just going to pat in into the socket line this colour now. And then we're going to go back in with the fluffy brush, that out to the corner afterwards, but it's just kind of getting that shading right. Again, I'm just packing in into the socket line. Kind of keeping it quite low, again, not trying to take it up too high. I'm just going to pull that out a little bit because I don't want too much product on the inner, I want it more on the outer. Then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury palette, which is the Icon palette, and I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to use a little bit of this orange and the burnt kind of browny orange colour. I'm just going to add some of this into the centre area. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. And I'm going to just, again, just leave it in the centre, but just kind of blend it in a little bit. Again, it's kind of the blending that takes the time. I'm then actually going to go and use a tiny little bit of this colour. Yeah, this colour here. I'm just going to use it in the corner of my eye, just to kind of help make them pop. Great tip as well is to use some Q-tips as well, just to kind of take away any excess underneath, and then we can conceal at the end, just so that you get a really kind of crisp line, because it's all about the blending. So we are going to have like some droppage going on, if that's even such a word. And I've used the amber from the Heat palette, and I have used it as kind of like an eyeliner, and I'm kind of concentrated on the corner and just taking that along a little bit, just so we can get a little bit more definition on both eyes. And then I blended that, and I went in also, which I didn't even realise wasn't recording. I've used the fluffy brush, a smaller fluffy brush actually, which is this one. Again, this is a Morphe brush. Taken a little bit from the Film Star Bronze and Glow, and then I have gone underneath the eyebrow just to kind of lift it slightly, and then just in the inner corners, again, just to kind of help highlight those areas there. Then I have used a cotton bud, and I have just cleaned up a little bit underneath, so that we are, again, we just kind of pulled that product, again, because I don't have a huge amount of eye space, so I have to be very careful. I can't go taking it up too high. I have to really concentrate on elongating and pulling out and up to kind of lift my eyes. And also I am a little bit older, so I'm just finishing off by going under the corners, like I said, with that darker eyeshadow and just out. And then I am just going to go in, now I've tidied up underneath as well, with a cotton bud. I'm just going to go in with my It Cosmetics, which is a really beautiful concealer. It's really good, full coverage. I was kindly gifted this. It is Light Honey, and I'm going to go in with my concealer brush. Using the concealer to now really clean up the eye, and where I apply it is just literally, I'm going to take it right up, so I'm really like highlighting that eye area, so that I'm kind of sweeping away any particles that might be there. The great thing about this concealer is it's so creamy. It is beautifully coverage based, and it gives a really good kind of look to the skin. So I am just going up near to where I've applied the under eye product, and then I'm just going to I'm just going to highlight a little bit here and just a little bit here, just so it's just kind of finishing off that kind of look. So just taking that right up so it's sweeping anything away. And then I'm going to use my backup powder, the under eye powder, which is the brightening one. I'm just going to use a little bit of that on a tiny Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to dust that underneath the eye. Just there where I've highlighted. I'm just going to go in with my Flawless, I keep saying Flawless, in with my Film Star and Glow bronze. I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to use that underneath the cheeks. I'm just going to use that around the contours of the face. Just to give some warmth. Sun Bisque in the MAC. I'm just going to use a tiny amount of that on the uppers of the cheek. I'm just going to blend. Like so. And then I'm going to go in with lip liner. I'm using the Satin Kiss lip liner from Revolution in the colour Chauffeur. And I'm just going to follow I'm actually going to go over the lips slightly and colour in the lips. Could do with this being sharpened already, but it's okay. You can get around it. And then I'm using this IT Cosmetics beautiful creamy lipstick, which I have fallen in love with, called Vision. I have to say it is very similar to, it's kind of in between Charlotte Tilbury lipstick I have and also Honey Love by MAC. Which I'm really liking. And I'm just going to finish off with a tiny little bit of highlighter. So I'm using this one from Glossier, which is the Rose. And I'm just going to dot on a few dots on these areas here. So like on the lighter parts of the face. Just a little bit on the Cupid's bow and a tiny bit down the nose, and I'm just going to pat that in just to finish. You can see what beautiful kind of highlighted shine that gives to the skin. And there we have it, guys. Subtle, but a little pop of colour of some autumnal shades. My own little pumpkin spice mix. Hope you enjoyed.